Good evening, Amado Colombini.
I'm Rachel Colombini.
Yes. Thank you so much and welcome to the Penguin Live Magic Lecture. And where are we here?
We're at the Paper Crane Magic Studios in Columbus, Ohio.
Yes. Cold, it's so cold. Anyway, thank you so very much for being here. We have tonight audience at home. They're watching us. So thank you so very much. Welcome everybody. And also we have audience tonight here in front. Some are magicians, but most of them are not magicians. So tonight you're going to learn a lot of tricks. So hopefully you will become magicians like her, not like me. I'm not a magician. So I think you start. We are going to. The lecture is very simple. We're going to alternate each other, not in every trick, but some.
Sure.
But you have the honor and the pleasure to start. And I sit down.
For once, thank you.
Thank you so very much.
Good evening, everybody. This lecture this evening, we're going to do some very commercial magic that you can use. For those of you who may not know who we are Aldo and Rachel Colombini. We have a website, www.wildcolombinimagic.com. You will find many of the things that we do tonight on our website in DVD form or in ebook form, etc., etc., etc. The most important thing to us about magic is it's not about the method, it's about the effect. Okay? When you go out there and you perform magic, you want to do the best job you can do with the best effect possible. So let's start with the magic right now. I need someone who likes a game of chance. Someone from the audience who likes a game of chance. I'm going to go for the young gentleman right in front of me. What's your name, sir?
Tyler.
Tyler, come on up. Please give Tyler a round of applause. Come and stand so the audience can see you, in case I want to throw things at you. You never know. You'll see in front of you a number of different coloured bags. Each one of these bags contains something underneath. In a very fair manner, you will eventually select one of the colours and you may keep what's underneath.
Okay.
The process is very simple, Tyler. First of all, you are going to choose a card from the deck. Once you've chosen your card, you will show the audience the card you've chosen and you will place the card back in the deck. Very simple. I don't want to see the card. Make sure the audience sees it and make sure that you see it. Away you go. Beautiful. Fantastic. Replace the card in the deck. And that would be my husband. Please ignore the man in the corner, huh? You chose a card, you selected the card, you placed the card back in the deck. Tyler, I have here the 12 months of the year surrounding the 12 signs of the zodiac.
Okay.
Is it possible I could have known beforehand the month you were born?
Most likely not.
Most likely not. Does anybody in the audience know the month you're born?
Yes.
So it's possible I spoke to them and found out beforehand. Never trust a woman, be careful, huh? You may lie or tell the truth, I don't care. Lie or tell the truth and give me the month you're born.
May.
May, he said May. May is the 5th month of the year. Watch carefully. 12 coloured squares. January, February, March, April, May. May is green. Had you said January, would have been red. February would have been purple. November would have been yellow. But you said May, and May is green. Kindly remove the green bag, showing the audience what's underneath. And as I said, I'll show you first. If you wish, you could have kept the card. Tyler, did you lie or tell the truth?
I told the truth.
You told the truth. When you're a small child, we try to advocate that you tell the truth all the time. As we grow older, we realise it's not always the best policy. Sometimes it's better to lie. And you see, had you lied, you would have walked away tonight with any one of these amounts of money. But unfortunately, you told the truth. So sorry. Thank you, Tyler.
I love this trick. I love it.
He's well trained. It's a beautiful effect. It's an effect that can be used for parlour, for close-up, for stage. First of all, you are going to have to provide yourselves with some kind of plastic cups, Party City, Paper Factory. You all know the places where you can find these things. You will also need some kind of bags. Don't panic at this point. You can do this trick in an inexpensive way or in a more expensive way. If you want to be cheap, you can go to the supermarket and you can buy the sandwich bags that you have for your kids' lunches, the white ones or the brown ones, and you can write on them blue, red, green, yellow, okay? That's the cheapest way around doing this. Your next way, one step up, a little bit more posh, go to Party City. Party City have paper bags in different colours, and you can put paper bags. They're $4.99 for 20 odd bags. Want to be a little bit on the more expensive side? Walmart has 7 pieces of quilting fabric. Get your mother, your sister or your aunt to get the sewing machine out, run it up like this, just 3 ways round, and you have permanent bags that you can use all the time. So these things you've got to find yourself, but it's easy. This is what we say in England is the crux of the matter. This is the most important thing, because this thing will force the colour green, or if you make it yourself, any colour you want to force. It makes no difference to me what month Tyler says. It's completely indifferent. For example, if he says February, I will take February and bring it to the top. January, February. February is green. I say to him, had you picked January, it would have been red. It's not true. Had he picked January, I would have brought January to the top, and January would have been green. Do it one more time. Example, September. Bring it to the top. Here's September, and it's green. These are your 3 integral squares. If you make this yourself, you can change these 3 colours to any colour you want and force whatever colour you want. Beautiful, beautiful force of a colour. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, yes, but she also had to force a card. Otherwise it doesn't work, does it? And it's true, I did force a card. I forced the 4 of clubs. There are many ways to force a card. For example, I may have said, Tyler, shout stop whenever you feel like it.
Stop.
Okay. Look at the card. What do you see?
7 of hearts.
7 of hearts. Remember the 7 of hearts, because I'm going to do it one more time. Shout stop wherever you want.
Stop.
Look at the card. It's a force of the top card, okay? I'm forcing the top card. When I came out, I showed Tyler the bottom card, and I said, Tyler, you'll choose a card from the deck. I showed an indifferent card. I said, once you've chosen your card, you'll show the audience the card you've chosen, and I showed another indifferent card. Remember, Tyler chose a card, and of course he had no choice because this was a one-way forcing deck. The point here is that I can force a card in many, many different ways. But like I said in the very beginning, it's the effect that matters. When you do magic, the lay folk out there don't know about one-way forcing decks, all right? Use the simplest method possible to create the best effect. You may do some wonderful sleight of hand. The audience are not aware of what you're doing. Make sure that you think about the effect and not about the actual method. Zodiac code is the name of the effect. This actual effect is also on inside the Colombini Farewell Lecture Notes. These things are available as an ebook. So those of you who are watching on this live stream, if you go to our website, you'll also find every single thing we do tonight is in these notes. And of course, you can purchase this live feed all the time and keep going over it and seeing all the different presentations that we do. Zodiac code. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Here is the best trick of the lecture, in my opinion. So if you want to leave now, it's okay with me. I'm fine. No. I'm going to start with a thing that I like very much because I always love prediction. In this envelope, I have a prediction. I'm sorry, it's upside down. In this envelope, I have a prediction. They pay me for this thing. And what's your name, sir? Joseph. Giuseppe, it would be in Italian. Giuseppe. I always try to change American names into Italian ones. The other night I found a spectator. I said, "What's your name?" He said, "Miles." Oh, in my language it will be kilometers. But anyway, Joseph, would you like to help me, please? Thank you so very much. Please give me a big round of applause. Nice meeting you, Joseph. Where are you from? Where are you from, Joseph?
Here, Columbus.
Here, Columbus. It's cold there now. My God, it's below 0. I have here cards. They're not like regular cards, playing cards. They're phrases like a sandy beach, a silly joke, all different, a dirty shoe, and so on, okay? A torn coat, a smoking gun. And actually, I'm going to ask you to hold the prediction like this, with the envelope, and a broken plate, and so on, and so on. A scary cat, a bright lamp, an open door, and so on. Now, Joseph, please touch any card. Just touch any card. This one. Don't show it to anyone yet. Just hold it. It's a freely selected card. Okay. Now check my prediction first. Go inside the envelope and check what is inside. What is that? No. Start the car. What did you pick? Oh, thank God you pick it. An empty envelope. Yes. An empty envelope. Thank you so very much, Jonathan. Thank you. So it worked. Thank God it worked. This is the stupidest. I mean, I love this trick. I love this trick because I wish I'd come up with this trick 40 years ago. I think it's the perfect opener for any act. How would you say an icebreaker? Because it contains two things very important in my opinion, which is they're not always together at the end of one effect. In this case they are. You have a big laugh and a magical effect, so it's not always this case. I wish all my tricks are this. And it's also, of course, very, very easy. It's based as method. The method is based on the Albaker forcing deck. Albaker forcing deck contains 26 cards, all different, and 26 cards, all the same. So you show some in different cards, and then you force the one among all the same. Of course, I don't have 52 cards here because it would be too much. I have 12 in different phrases. You can change them, of course, it doesn't matter. And 12, an empty envelope. No matter what you change, an empty envelope has to be the one that is the duplicate for obvious reasons. So I know the last one is an open door, and I simply show the top 12 cards casually. You can even comment about this and so on, like this. And then I stop when I show an open door. I place this underneath, and then I simply start to spread very slowly, and Joseph touches one card, and so on. And it's very easy to force one of this. And you have a big laugh, and then you have the magical effect, an empty envelope. This trick is called an empty envelope.
Ingenious.
Ingenious. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Funny, I thought I threw that away. It's a gift.
And the curse.
And a curse. Thank you. You know that I love rope tricks, so I'm going to basically start after the gag with a rope trick that I like it very much. And I'm going to cut the rope into 3, like this. Okay. Souvenir. The other night I threw the scissors, big surprise. Souvenir. Put it under your pillow, and tomorrow you will have a tooth. What am I talking about? Watch. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Now remember the effect, because when I'm going to explain it, you're probably going to hate me. Take a piece of rope, more or less 8 inches, and then a rubber band, and fold it into what you would call a rabbit ear, like this. And simply put even tape would do, but I like a rubber band like this. That's it. Thank you for coming. So I like this effect because it's a wonderful opening for any rope routine, because at the end you are clean and you have a piece of rope that can be used for other effects. But also, if you don't have the gimmick, if you don't have this extra piece of rope, to fold the rope in 3, this is very natural. It's a very natural way to do it, no? So with the gimmick is exactly the same thing. You just palm it like this, hold the rope, fold it, and simply grab this with thumb and forefinger. That's it. It's done. Magic is very simple. Magicians complicate magic, but magic per se is very simple. Then cut, trim off the ends of the rope. You are left with a small little piece, an extra piece, okay? Don't get rid of the scissors, it's very important. You place this in your left hand, one end in the left hand, at the same time you steal that extra piece in your right hand. You don't have to palm it, you just hold it with the scissors, and then it's a very natural position, and then that's it. Get rid of the scissor, and you are left, I repeat, with a piece of rope that can be used for other effects. Thank you. Thank you so very much. This is called cutting the rope in three. And now, for a news brief. Can you imagine they pay me for these things? They pay me for these things. Dear Abby, my husband is very passionate and wants to make love all the time, even when I'm busy doing laundry, washing dishes and making the bed. Should I try to restrain him? P.S. Please excuse the shaky handwriting. You are the father. I have to say this for Sean. He likes Maury, the Maury show. You are not the father. Now I'm going to show you my very favorite effect of the lecture. Unfortunately, is Rachel's least favorite effect.
Because it's stupid.
Thank you.
I'm just warning you.
Thank you so
I
very
think
much.
it's stupid.
Thank you so very much for this great. Nothing here, nothing here. Watch. Nothing here. No, that's not the effect. Joseph, one more time, please come here. I need you. That's not the effect. The effect is the famous vanishing of the thumb tip. Please check that it's a regular thumb tip. Yes. Now it's very simple. Of course, I'm going to explain how it was because it's a lecture. You make a small well in your fist and you place the thumb tip inside that well, like this. And then you push it down with the thumb and the thumb tip disappears. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Explanation. Of course, I use two thumb tips. Because one is smaller than the other, so it can turn. You lost, they liked it. You lost, they liked it. You lost, they liked it. Thank you so very much, Joe. Thank you. Give him a big round of applause. And I have a surprise for you. Oh God, it's mine. It's mine. No, forget. It's a good audience. It's a very good audience. Remember, most of them are not magicians, so it's good. It's good. But you knew the thumb tip, though, even though you are not. You see, they knew everything, and we try to fool people with a thumb tip. An observation test: 5 cards, 1 black and 4 red. 1 black, 1 red. The second red, 3 and 4. Watch. If I do this, the black card disappears. It's really nothing, I can tell by your applause. Maybe too many red cards, so I'm going to eliminate 1 red card. I'm going to replace it with a black one. So 1 black and 3 reds. Watch, very easy. 1 black and 1 and 2 and 3 red. And once again, the black card disappears. The closer you watch, the closer you watch. Maybe too many red cards. Too many red cards. So it's okay. Don't be. She's covering the mouth. I said, no, laugh. 1 black and 2 red. 1 and 2. And the black card disappears. I'm going to do this until you like it. This time I'm going to try to do something different. Watch. This time I'm going to remove the black card. Before I remove the red cards, placing them into my pocket, this time I'm going to do something different. I'm going to remove the black card and place it into my pocket. But if I ask you which card is left in my left hand, you may be tempted to say red. 2 things. First, never trust a magician. Thank you. Second, never slap a man while he's chewing tobacco. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a mess. I love this trick for several reasons. It's easy to do, contains an enormous amount of magic, and it can be done without a table, it can be done close up, walk around stage, parlor, and basically in any situation. I use this trick many times when I do MC. In fact, we were in Argentina a few days ago. Sorry, I don't remember I ate that. And I use this as an MC. You need 3 double-face cards. Very easy, okay? It's based on a very old idea by Frank Garcia. 3 double-face cards. You need 3 duplicates of one card, of one side, in this case 3 of diamonds, and a duplicate of one side, which is, in this case, the 8 of clubs. The opposite can be done. You can have 3 8 of clubs and 1 3 of diamonds. It doesn't matter, okay? Now, there is the setup, 3 8s. 1 is a regular one in the pocket, like this. And on top, you have the double-face card and 3 regular cards. In magic, it's very famous the one-ahead principle. In this case, you are always one behind. You say you have 5 cards, but you have 4. You say you have 4, but you have 3. In other words, you lie. As magicians, every one of us will go to hell because we lie continuously. Thank God I'm an atheist. But think about that, how many times magicians lie. For example, sir, your card is lost in the deck. It's not true. I cut the rope in the middle. You just saw it's not true. I have an empty box. The tiger tried to save me. It's not true, but big lie, big lie. I'm sorry. I'm not really an atheist because it's not true. She always says it. You shouldn't say that because I'm Italian. You say I grew up in a...
Yes, he grew up as a Roman Catholic and as an altar boy, so it's impossible that he's an atheist. He just doesn't really agree with organised religion.
No, because organised religion killed millions of people through history, even wars that we have. Imagine the Inquisition in Spain, and so I'm Catholic, we don't kill people, we molest them. I'm not making this up, I mean, come on. Yeah, they told me here I can say what I want, so it's their fault, not mine. I would have screamed my pater, but it's okay. Hi, Mama. I've never been molested actually as a child. I always felt it kind of rejected. Why? I was a nice looking boy. Anyway, where was I? Oh, right here. No, double face card. Okay. See how easy it is. See how easy it is. Black, like this. 1 and 2 and 3. Of course, the 4th card is the one double face. So basically, you reverse it, you turn it over. And when you spread the cards, that's it. You have just 4 cards. Isn't that easy? And the double face card remains always on your left. Okay? Am I going too fast? No, it's okay? Yeah, wonderful. Now, double lift, take 2 cards as one, put them in the pocket and remove the other double face card on top. Same thing. Black, 1 and 2, and the 3rd red is the double face again. Spread the cards and the black card disappears and is always on your left. It's the same thing. Do 2 cards as one, double lift, and the next double face card, 1, 2 and 3, and when you spread the cards, boom, it disappears. Now this time I'm going to do something different. This is the regular one. When I place it like this and I turn over the cards, this shouldn't be face to the audience. So I leave, I give a little bit of time. So I say, I lose a little bit of time. I say, I'm going to take 1 card this time, but before I remove the red cards, this time I'm going to do something different. I remove the black cards. So 10, 15 seconds went by, and hopefully they forget the position. And even if they don't, I don't care. They pay me anyway. So I remove the black. I never ask which one is left, because the logic would say the red. But you know that many spectators in these situations go against the logic. So, and also it's an anticlimax. Some would say red, some would say black. So I answer what the logic should say. You may be thinking the card is red, but never trust a magician, and you finish clean. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. This is called 5-card mystery. 5-card mystery. My lovely wife. Yeah, we have a DVD. Oh, yeah.
That particular routine is in a DVD, a single DVD, but the DVD does contain all the necessary cards that are required to do the routine. They're also in there. You may have noticed by now that when Aldo speaks, he doesn't really think about what he says before he opens his mouth. So I am purely here for damage control. I'm sure you've noticed that by now. I'm kidding. People think that he's like this just for lectures and just for shows. No, he's like this 24/7. Somebody pity me, okay? You'll see all the funny gags, the sight gags, the boomerang, the silly thumb tip things. We also have a DVD called Gag Busters, which contains all the little segues and all the funny bits and pieces that you would do in between all of your normal magical effects. Rather than just do one effect, one effect, one effect. Sometimes you need something to make it flow in between there. Of course, the thumb tip trick is a pure magician's only gag.
Not
the rest
really.
of them,
Not really.
the rest of them are for lay people too.
I would do it for lay people as well. Watch. The power of the mind. Oh, I fooled a couple of you. I know. I know I fooled a couple of you. A couple of you said, I hope that's for sale at the end of the lecture. I know. An Italian man driving an English car.
It's so not funny.
It is funny. It is funny. It is funny. Almost a year ago, my wife, she's English, of course, she woke me up in the middle of the night to watch that wedding of those two moronic English.
Prince William and his wife.
Prince
it was
Williams.
beautiful.
Yeah, 8-hour ceremony, please. In Italy, 8 hours, the woman is already pregnant and we're passing out cigars, please. No. Anyway, it was beautiful, very beautiful.
No culture.
No culture.
No culture.
If you like this kind of effect, you're going to love this. It's a beautiful, beautiful effect with a ring and a rope. And I like it very much. It's a wonderful opener, actually. Just tie a knot, remove the ring, leave the knot on the rope. And if you want, you can simply untie the knot. And you are left with just a piece of rope. Thank you. I never dreamt in my life that when someone would say, what do you do for a living? I would answer, I use a scrunchie. I mean, come on, how many of you can say, I live with a scrunchie? You use a scrunchie, but you know, this is, what are these things?
Use it to tie your ponytail.
The ponytail, yeah, not anymore. I used to have a ponytail. They come in Walgreens, CVS, and Walmart in different colors. And when you twist them into a number 8 like this, and you place it into the rope, it's magnificent. They come, I repeat, in yellow, blue, orange. It looks like a knot. Looks like a knot. If you tie a regular knot nearby, it's not very different, okay? So you tie a slip knot, and probably here I'm going to go slow because a lot of people know already how to tie a slip knot, but I'm gonna do it slowly here. In my opinion, this is the best slip knot ever because it really looks like you're tying a knot, but really it's not. Okay, so if a real knot you tie, you make a loop and you move the end through the loop. This is how most of the people tie a knot. This doesn't disappear, by the way. You have to use scissors to. The most important thing is the position of the finger, of the rope onto the second finger. Not between the two fingers, but onto the second finger. Make a loop, and you, instead of passing the rope from front towards you as normal, do the opposite, okay? First of all, you obtain this cross that really looks like a knot, okay? Now, of course, if you pull, nothing happens. You push with the second finger this bit of rope through while the right hand pulls, okay? And when you find your second finger trapped like this, thumb and forefinger just pull, and you have the slip knot. The secret for a very nice slip knot, it's simple. How many times have you have seen a slip knot tied this way? This is not a knot. There is a loop. The secret is very simple. The smallest this loop is, the better. This one that goes through, I hope you can come close, like this. And then thumb and forefinger. This is the perfect slip knot. Okay, so you are here with, incidentally, if you don't want to use the scrunchie, you can use a knot by tying a knot with a rope that you are using, and then you glue the two ends like this. But this is very easy. Sorry. Now, tie a slip knot on top of the ring, like this, okay? And there is what happens. Grab the knot, pull the hands downwards. When the knot hits the first knot, just grab the ring, keep on pulling, and the ring appears to penetrate the rope and leaving the knot on the rope. Now, this is a very nice subtlety. You twist a small little bit of rope like this near the knot, okay? And you start to pull. And it looks like you are untying the knot. Isn't this beautiful? Now, if you want, you can slide this off, palm it out, and you are left with a piece of rope and a ring that can use for other routine. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. What?
Nothing.
I thought you were standing up. I'm going to show you an effect with a piece of rope, if I can find it, and a ring that I like it very much. It's not mine, but I have permission to use it. It's from my friend Tabari. I know some magicians know the name. Tabari is a fantastic performer with ring and rope. It's French. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. French. They eat escargot. Escargot is French for crawling bag of phlegm. I hate snails. I prefer fast food. Now, you know how to hide something from a French person? Put it under the soap. Cut this, cut this. Are we going on to France tonight? No. Watch the ring, watch the ring. The ring goes on the rope, and I'm going to remove the ring from the rope, and now the ring is back on the rope. Isn't this beautiful? Thank you so very much. Credit goes to my friend Francis. It's fantastic effect. I hate to say this, a magician should never say this, but the method is even better than the effect. You'll see the ingenuity behind this effect. It's so brilliant. First of all, you have to obtain a loop that is like this. I don't know if you can. You place the ring onto the rope like this, and then with the thumb, both thumbs like this. So there is the loop. Okay. Now, can you get this? You can see the pattern of the rope, and the ring is still off, of course. Okay, nothing happens yet. Okay, now, but apparently the ring is very far away from the rope. To place the ring on the rope is or vice versa, it's very easy. Just remove the left end. Done. But if you look at the pattern of the rope, the ring is still off. Okay, now there is the brilliant idea. When you say, I remove the ring from the rope, you're actually placing the ring on the rope. Now the ring is on the rope. Isn't that clever or not? And but it appears to be very far away. Simply throw it and goes there. Merci, mon ami. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you so. Please.
Don't look so scared.
No.
The rope routines Aldo did currently in a DVD called Rope Confection, and the ring and rope routines in a brand new DVD called Ring and Rope. Also bear in mind that Penguin Magic do carry many of our DVDs as well. Am I up?
I like to embarrass my wife all the time. have to be careful because embarazada, embarrassed in Spanish, is she's pregnant.
Oh gosh, no.
So, no, it's not. She's not. I mean, not for me. You are not the father. No. So, Sean, this is for you. I don't know how many of you know that she had open heart surgery a year ago. Not even, a little bit
Just
more.
over a year and 2 months.
Or less over a year. You don't see the scar here.
This way.
It's cut under the thing. Please don't ask to see it. Believe me, it's there. I checked. And thank God she's here. That she's in great shape. She used to take 20 pills, and now she takes only one. Only one. So the most important thing, she's here. But I like to embarrass her. But like she said before, I open my mouth continuously without thinking, without connecting my brain. A week after the operation, we went to the doctor. He said this was the perfect valve repair. And by the way, thank you so very much, all of you out there. Send donations, prayers, and messages. Very well appreciated. So she likes horses. And she asked to the doctor, and this is a true story, with people think that we make this up, but it's not true. She asked to the doctor, "Doctor, when can I ride again?" I said, funny, that was my next question. And I don't even like horses.
Sit down.
Yeah. 1 year ago, before the operation, 1 year and a half ago, and then I leave.
Please.
We went to England. She used to live 30 miles from Liverpool, between Manchester and Liverpool. True story. And at the end of the lecture in Liverpool, someone said to me, "Aldo, we are in Liverpool. Do you like the Beatles?" I said, "No, I never liked the Beatles." And I said, actually, to me, the tragedy when they killed John Lennon, it was they didn't kill the other three. And I should have stopped there. Because I said, you know what you need to have a Beatles reunion? 2 more bullets.
I warned you, huh? I warned you. Okay.
This is going to be the last DVD we do for sure.
Okay, I need somebody out there in the audience. Back to magic, please. Please take the deck, sir, and give the deck a nice good shuffle. Make sure that everything is perfectly normal and fine. And while you're doing that, I am going to place 3 glasses on the table. 1, 2, and 3. I'm also going to pick up some handkerchiefs I have here and a prediction card. Is it well shuffled? Everything's perfectly fine?
Yep.
Fantastic, thank you very much. And I'm going to place my prediction card on the table right here. As I said, I have 3 handkerchiefs. I'm going to place those handkerchiefs onto the glasses. Now, in this case, we're using a red, a white, and a blue handkerchief. This would actually be the perfect trick for July 4th, Independence Day. We don't celebrate Independence Day in my country. It's our Thanksgiving. Don't throw things at me. Just kidding, just kidding. So, actually, it's my colours too. It's the English flag as well, you see, the British flag. Union Jack, the Union Jack. France as well, yes, absolutely.
Russia?
Yes.
Holland?
Yes. Thank you. A shuffle deck. Red, white and blue handkerchiefs. I'm going to take the top 9 cards from the deck that you shuffled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. Let's take a little look. Ooh, nice selection. I'm going to place 3 of the cards from the top of your deck, and I'm going to place them on the blue silk. I'm going to take 3 cards and place them on the white silk, and 3 cards and place them on the red silk. Do me a favour, give me a colour of silk. I will eliminate the cards on the colour you give me.
Red.
Give me a colour of silk. I will eliminate the cards on the colour you give me.
Blue.
You left me with 3 cards on the white silk. I will now split those cards between the remaining 2 empty glasses. Do the same again. Give me a colour. I will eliminate the card on the colour you give me.
White.
One more time. I will eliminate the card on the colour you give me.
Red.
You left me fair and square from a shuffle deck. I took the top 9 cards. You eliminated all the other cards bar 1. And you left me with the King of Clubs. And my prediction was the King of Clubs. This is a beautiful effect, and credit goes to the great Marconic. Okay. You will need 3 silks of 3 different colours. Doesn't matter what colour. You can do it for a particular event. You can do it for a country. You can do it for Independence Day. You will also need 3 glasses. Party City, Paper Factory again. Okay. Then you will need a prediction card. Doesn't matter what card it is, just choose the card you want it to be. In my case, the King of Clubs. You will need a regular deck of cards. You will also need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 duplicates of this card. Okay? 9 duplicates of that card. The 9 duplicates live underneath the silks. The prediction card lives on top of that. This is your little setup right here. This is a straight deck. This goes out to the spectator. He shuffles the deck, does whatever he wants with it, okay? While he's doing that, you place 3 glasses on the table. You pick up your setup, you casually go back and retrieve the deck from the spectator and casually place your setup on top of the deck, therefore loading the top 9 cards on top. Place your prediction on the table, your 3 handkerchiefs in the glasses. You have all the time in the world to square up the deck. While you're doing that, take off the top 9 cards. I don't think I need to go any further. I think you've all got it, eh? It's a beautiful effect. It's called a mental trick. As I said, credit to the great Marconic. What I like about this effect is that it's very visual. There are times when you're in a situation, it's nice to do close-up magic, but it's also nice when you've got a number of people, like 15 or 20 people, where it's hard to see magic this close. Something that's not stage, but parlour is always a nice effect. This effect is on a DVD called Stand-Up Cards, which contains 10 routines, 9 of which don't require a table. This is the only one that does. But a beautiful effect. Thank you. And now, how many of you in the audience are familiar with a very famous man called Harry Potter? Yes, everybody should know Harry Potter, huh? Now then, I have in front of me a Harry Potter book. This happens to be book number 3 in the Harry Potter series. This is The Prisoner of Azkaban, okay? Has approximately 450 pages in this book. I'm going to hand the book out to a gentleman here in the front row. And while he's looking through the book, I'm going to ask some members of our audience to help me out a little bit. It's not a complicated thing. I just want you to give me some numbers. Young lady in the corner there, give me a number 1, 2 or 3. 2. Number 2, beautiful. And the young lady next to her, give me a number 4, 5 or 6. 4. Number 4. And the young lady on the end, give me a number 7, 8 or 9. 9. Number 9, she says. Number 9. Number 9. 249. 249. Please turn to page 249. 249. Remember, there are 400 and something pages in that book. Page 249. 249. Would I be right in saying that the first 3 words on that page are, she gave it? Am I correct?
You're correct.
Thank you very much indeed. This is a beautiful example of a book test, okay? The book is not gimmicked in any way, shape or form. It is a regular book. There's nothing funny about it. You can take any book off your library shelf and you can do this trick. The only stipulation is your book must have more than 369 pages or it won't work using this method. Okay? It must have 369 or more. The reason being, the highest possible combination, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, highest combination is 369. Lowest combination is 1, 4, 7. Okay. You ask them for a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you write the number in the pad. There are only 27 possible combinations using this method. All 27 of them are written right there inside the pad. 9 of them begin with the number 1, 9 of them begin with the number 2, and 9 of them begin with the number 3. If the first spectator gives me the number 3, for example, I can eliminate columns 1 and 2, and I know that I'm working in this column. If the second spectator, for example, gives me number 6, I know I'm down to the last 3 here, and the final person gives me theirs, and I keep saying over and over in my head the 3 words that I see. You have all the time in the world to do this effect. Don't hold the pad like this, it's a horrible giveaway, all right? Hold the pad at waist height so that you can write the numbers down. Tear off that number The rest is just acting as you go through the procedure of saying, let me think, there are 400 pages, how can I remember? The rest of it's purely acting. You can make the effect even more impressive in a couple of ways. What if you give your audience a choice of books? You can do that. You can give them a choice of books. For example, you can have 3 books on the table. The books are all the same on the inside, but they all have a different dust cover. That's one way to do it, okay? An even more impressive way would be not to come out with the pad. Just to come out with 3 books. 3 books, all completely different. Have them be examined. Have them be seen to be different on the inside and the outside. Have one of the books chosen. Once that one book has been chosen, take away the 2 books that they don't want, go back to your close-up case and bring out the corresponding pad to the book that was chosen. In other words, you have 3 pads inside your case, 1 for each book. Wait until you've got the chosen book and then bring out the corresponding one. I have to let you into a little secret with this. This trick is on a DVD, all about Harry Potter. It's called Wild About Harry. Wild was my maiden name, so it's like a play on words. Wild About Harry. Remember, all of these tricks can be done in any theme, not just Harry Potter. You could use the Bible, you could use Shakespeare, you could use Sherlock Holmes. It doesn't matter what book you use. I had a gentleman one night at a lecture, and he said to me, I love that book test. He said, I'm going to get the DVD because it shows you how to make the whole thing. And he called me 2 days later. He said, that trick doesn't work. I said, what? He said, it doesn't work. I embarrassed myself, he said, and I tried to do it and I embarrassed myself. I said, it works. Well, first of all, what book did you use? He said, I do gospel magic. I use the Bible. I said, it works with the Bible. There's no reason why not. He said, no. I got home, I made the pad just like it says on the DVD, and I used the Bible. But he made the pad to Harry Potter. Please, if you decide to do this trick, please make the pad accordingly to the book you're using, okay?
It's a true story. You cannot make up this thing.
Absolutely. Oh.
Wild About Harry. I was thinking, you cannot say anymore. Colombini About Harry sounds weird.
Doesn't sound right, does it, really?
Sounds weird.
How many of you out there have ever done ESP card magic? I'm sure some of the people on the stream here who are watching this DVD are going, yes, I've done ESP card magic. It's very underrated. It's a wonderful, wonderful form of magic. We've released many DVDs on ESP card magic in the last 6 months, some of them featuring the wonderful ESP card magic of Howard Adams. Howard Adams was a wonderful and prolific creator of card routines, many of which featured ESP cards. He had over 5,000 card routines in total in his repertoire. He passed away over a year ago, and very kindly his wife Dolores has given us the rights to produce DVDs showing his effects. The written rights have gone to a company called Leaping Lizards, but we continue to bring out many, many of Howard Adams' effects. If you're not familiar with ESP card routines, or ESP cards in general, you may not know that they don't have suits and numbers, they have geometric designs. For example, a star, or a circle, or wavy lines, or a cross. There are 25 cards in a pack of ESP, in a deck of ESP cards, 5 symbols repeated 5 times. Okay. I can cut the cards and complete the cut. Makes no difference, just cut the cards and complete the cut. I know we've used you a few times, but you're very handy there in the front. Would you like to come up one more time for us? Thank you very much indeed. Appreciate. I'm just going to ask you one more time if you would just cut the cards and complete the cut for me. Just cut the cards once and then complete the cut. Beautiful, thank you very much. All I'm going to ask you to do is just touch one card, okay? So it's a totally free choice. Touch one card. Would you like to just remove the card and place it face down on the table? Beautiful, thank you very much indeed. All right, you may return to your seat, it's fine, thank you. There were 25 cards in the pack, there are now 24, one has been chosen. I am going to split the cards into 2 piles, all right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 12 here. 1 card selected, 12 cards here, 12 cards here. Let's take a little look through these 2 packets. As we go through the cards, I see a star and a circle. There's no match, they're not matching symbols. A cross and a square, no matching symbols. Oh, 2 wavy lines. We have a match. Let's keep going. No match, no match, no match, no match. Oh, a match. No match, no match, no match, and no match. And amazingly, you cut the cards, you freely selected a card, and you selected the only matching card of the 5. The majority of ESP card effects are done keeping the cards in sequential order throughout the deck. For those of you who are not familiar, you may not know that it's very simple and a very easy way to learn. The circle represents one continuous line in ESP. The cross represents 2 lines, the wavy line, of course, 3 lines, the square, the 4 sides of the square, and the star, the 5 points of a star. As I said, you normally keep the same sequential order in the majority of effects. In other words, circle, cross, wavy line, square, star, circle, cross, wavy line, square, star, circle, cross, wavy line, square, star, and circle, cross, wavy line, square, star. Okay?
The opposite, baby.
Sorry, the other way around. So, thank you. Appreciate it. You may cut the cards as many times as you wish, okay? What you're doing is you're not shuffling the cards. All you're doing is keeping the rotational order, okay? You're keeping the rotational order, so you can keep cutting the cards. Get a spectator to come up and also cut the cards and complete the cut. Here's the only move in the effect. I ask a spectator to touch one card. It doesn't matter what card he touches, and I don't know the symbol that he touches. For example, this card here. Once he's touched his card, your only move is to take all the cards above the chosen card and place them underneath. Okay? That's the only move required. What happens if the spectator picks the top card? Do nothing. Leave it alone. The deck is already set. What if they pick the bottom card? Do nothing. The deck's okay. What if they take a card from anywhere else? All the cards above that card must go underneath the deck. You must now split the deck into 2 piles. Don't split the deck like this, it will not work. You must reverse the top 12 cards of the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Here's the beauty of this. I have no idea what that card is. No idea at all. But I do know that pair number 3 and pair number 8 match that symbol. Okay? Here we go. Pair 1, no match. Pair 2, no match. This matches. This time it's a star. Here's 4, here's 5, here's 6, here's 7. This will match. There's 8. There is no match here. All the way through. Remove these so as not to distract from the big picture on the table and show that this is the matching piece. Thank you. As I said, we now have 12 volumes of ESP card magic, different ones, Howard Adams, Nick Trost, various authors, all available. This particular trick is called Sidentikin. Thank you.
Is it me now? Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to show you a trick that is a classic of magic, and tonight I'm going to show you my version, which I called How to Kill a Classic. And magicians have seen this trick many, many times. It's kind of, oh God, not that trick again. But anyway, you have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 cards. And you throw away 1 and 2 and 3, and you still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 cards. I know what you are thinking. You are thinking that my mom and dad are cousins.
Funny thing is, they are.
That's another story. And a lot of therapy. My parents are used to send me to spend summers with my grandparents. God, I hate cemeteries. It's not over. You have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 cards, and you throw away 1 and 2 and 3, and you still have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6, and you can take it from there. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Can you imagine they pay me for these things? What's your name, sir?
Ian.
Ian. Ian, no. Well, it's Christian. Is the nickname for?
No, just Ian.
Just Ian. Not Christian is Cristiano in Italian, but Ian, no, Iano, no, doesn't exist. Ian, would you like to have it? Thank you so much. Please welcome Ian to the show. Wonderful. Thank you. Where are you from, Ian?
I'm from Michigan.
Michigan. Could you be more vague?
I'm from right about there, in Grand Rapids.
Oh, it's true. It's like this.
No, it's possibly the most useful thing I've ever had. Hands.
I don't want to investigate why, but I know what it means. I know what it means. I know what it means. At this point, everything else seems so superfluous. I have, a deck of cards, a regular deck of cards. I give you my word of honor as a magician, and to save time, I have already shuffled the deck.
Oh, wonderful.
No, we don't have much. They're all different, yes?
Yes,
They are. I took the wrong deck. No, it's okay. Please take any card, any card. If you don't like, you can change it. There's a subtle way to say it's not a force. Please show the card to all your friends. That's the camera that needs to be pointed at, and put your name on the face of the card. On the face of the card. Wonderful. I'm going to show you something that my grandfather taught me. Pull my finger. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Isn't that amazing? There's so many languages, so many countries. You go to another country, you can barely order a drink because of the language. But everywhere you go, everybody understands, pull my finger. It's so sad, so sad. My grandfather used to do that. We wanted to put him in a rest home, but we didn't have much money, so we put him in a rest area. Doesn't make any sense. It's like playing strip solitaire. You should know. No. It's okay. It's okay. Please place the card there. Aldo Colombini's Invisible Pass. Nice place. Please remember your card. Please give me Ian a big round of applause. Thank you. Actually, you have been a wonderful assistant. I would like to offer you something. Do you drink? Here's a straw. Thank you so very much. Now, I'm going to use also a couple of other things. For example, the rubber band. Actually, I'm going to place the rubber band lengthwise like this. You don't want to do pull my fingers with someone of my age. At my age is when you have dry dreams and wet farts. Now you're going to. You laugh, but you're going to get there. Don't worry. Now I'm in trouble there because there's this. Rachel says aluminium.
Aluminium.
In America, here you say aluminum. A tin foil. And I'm going to rub the deck with the tin foil like this, all around, clearly. Yes. Okay, not only that, I am going to cover it with a handkerchief. Okay. Ian, please tell me the name of your card.
King of Diamonds.
King of Diamonds, watch. Oh yes, there is your signature, yeah, Ian, yes, that's it. Okay, the most important thing about this is that the spectator can check the deck and everything looks fair. The deck is wrapped all around and the two rubber bands are clearly placed around the deck. Thank you. I never forget my grandfather's last words. Shit, a truck. Can I say truck here? My grandmother died. She was 104 years old. But they saved the baby. Now I'm going to give a magic and do stand up. That's it. That's it. I like this effect very much because it is relatively simple to do. Once again, it's very versatile. You can do this close-up, stage, parlor. I am not a big fan of signed cards, but in this case, I always ask, in this effect, for this effect, I always ask the spectator to sign the card. I like this effect very much. I don't want the spectator to think that I use a duplicate. So I prefer to use a card that is signed and is obviously is selected card, okay? Now, you control the card to the top of the deck. I can't imagine that, I mean, if you do cards, probably everybody has a method to control the card. Don't do what I did before. Obviously, there is just for magicians. Although, even though non-magicians, when I said invisible pass, everybody knew. You see, there is no more secret in magic. It's the internet. It's the internet. You go internet, what is it? Invisible pass? Ooh, invisible pass. Yeah. Or you can do the pass. I never did a pass in my life. And I mean, I did a pass to her once. I made a and I flashed, but it's okay. No, so I stopped doing other passes with cards. So the selected card is on top. Any method will do. The first rubber band goes around the deck, but the selected card is left outside. So you buckle the bottom card, basically, even if you never did this before, you're going to do it right away. With the forefinger, you push the corner of the selected card. I'm going to use Jan's card again, like this. And automatically the card buckles and separates from the other, okay? So the first rubber band goes around the deck, but leaving the selected card out. From behind is very easy, like this. Then I move the rubber band lengthwise, in a lengthwise position. In other words, doesn't matter which method you will use, the selected card is free and the first rubber band is placed lengthwise across the deck, along the deck. The second rubber band is clearly placed around the deck, no secret moves here. But of course, I cannot show the other side for obvious reason, because one part of the rubber band is missing. So I simply throw the deck into the air, implying, without saying anything, that if one card is free, obviously it would fly away. Don't say anything. Don't state the obvious. Don't run if nobody chases you. Not, by the way, don't say like that, oh, no card flew off, so obviously the two rubber bands are clearly placed on the no, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. You see how the move is very easy. It is a very old effect based on an idea by Stuart Judah, if I pronounce it correctly. Someone in this country told me once, with your accent, you never pronounce anything correctly, but it's okay. Now, like this, you fold, you bend this card, and the first fold goes between the card and the deck. That's it. This is the only move. Isn't this beautiful? So of course you do this way. You bend this over like this. You fold it on top. You bend this, fold it. I prefer to leave the card in view. You'll see why in a moment. But if you want, you can cover the whole thing like this. I also emphasize that you can use any paper, newspaper or any kind of paper. I like this tin foil because it holds the fold nicely. And maybe this is...
it's Reynolds Wrap heavy duty.
Heavy duty. Don't use the normal one because it breaks very easily. This holds very nicely. Now, you see, this is it. If the card shows a little bit, don't panic. Just cover with the finger casually, show both sides. And under cover of the handkerchief, simply pull this down, like this, show the card, and the spectator can check and examine the deck, and everything looks copacetic. Whatever that means. The deck is wrapped like this, completely around, and the rubber bands are clearly placed around the deck. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. I'm an idiot.
I know.
Sorry.
That particular routine is on the same DVD as the one I did with the July 4th routine. When I told you there was routines that didn't require a table. The one I did was the only one that did require a table. This DVD contains 9 different routines that don't require a table. That was one of them. I'm going
is
to
it
do...
you now?
Yes, it is.
Yes. So I sit and I drink.
Is Italian? They all drink, huh? I'm going to do a
Oh yeah, English do not drink. Yeah. Oh, no.
Oops. I'm going to do a routine now that's from a DVD called Card Carnival. Card Carnival is pretty much all self-working. card effects, but very effective ones. I have here 3 predictions, 1, 2, and 3. And I'm also going to require, actually, 2 spectators from the audience to help me out here, because you're going to do the magic, not me. I'm going to take you 2 guys on the end again, if you don't mind. You want to come up here? Give them a round of applause, please. One on each side. Fantastic. Thank you very much indeed. And I don't want to use the whole deck. We have some time restraints. So I'm going to just remove some of the cards from the deck. In fact, I'm going to remove these cards right here and just place them aside for now. And I'm going to split the remainder of the deck between the 2 of you. Somewhat like this. It's very simple. As I said, the magic is in your hands. I want you to remove 7 cards from the tops of the 2 piles. In other words, you can take all 7 from here, or 3 from here and 4 from here, or alternate 1, 1, 1 from the top of the 2 packets. So 7 cards in total from the tops. We'll count with you as you go through it. So 7 cards. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all from the same pile, yeah? Okay, fine, that's okay with me. No problem. Your job is even easier. He didn't see what cards he took. He could decide where to take them from, but he doesn't see the cards. In your case, I'm going to turn the cards face up. So you can actually choose whether you pick red cards or black cards. 7 cards from anywhere from the faces of the deck, from the faces. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. Wow. There's 6. All from the same pile. Okay. If this works, it'll be a miracle. Okay. And they left me with the whole pile over here. And you know you could have taken from either pile, but you decided to do it your way. That's perfectly fine. Here we go. I made a prediction. What's your name again, young man?
Joseph.
Joseph. Joseph, my prediction was that you would pick 2 red and 5 black cards. And indeed, you picked 1, 2 red and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black cards. Name again, sir?
Ian.
Ian, I predicted you would take 4 red and 3 black cards, and indeed you took 1, 2, 3, 4 red and 3 black cards. I even predicted they would leave me with 6 red and 8 black. 6 red and 8 black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black cards. Thank you very much indeed. This is a beautiful effect, totally self-working. It's called 3-way miracle prediction. It uses a principle called the reverse Gilbert principle. Don't ask, okay? You don't need to know the ins and outs of how it works. All you need to know is that it works, okay? And to make life a little bit easier, I keep a cheat sheet on the back of my packet, a little cheat sheet, because that's the order that the cards need to be in to make this work. Okay. The predictions are always the same. 2 red, 5 black, 4 red, 3 black, 6 red, 8 black. The setup on the top part of the deck is as so. 5 black cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black cards. 4 red cards, 1, 2, 3, 4 red cards. 2 black cards, 1, 2, 2 reds, 1, 2, and the ace of spades, or any black key card that you can remember. Doesn't matter what card it is, but a black key card that you can remember. That's the first 14. The second 14 cards are as so. 2 reds, 6 black, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black. 2 reds, 2 blacks, 1 red, and any red key card that you can remember, in my case, the Queen of Hearts. That's your 28 card setup. That's the important thing that you need to know. The rest of the cards from the deck in any order go on the face. That's it. It's all set. Doesn't matter what happens now. You can at this point do a chalier shuffle or any kind of false shuffle if you wish. When you bring up your 2 spectators, you cut away all the cards above the red key card, in my case the Queen of Hearts. I cut those cards away and say I'm not going to use them. We're not going to make the trick take too long. I leave myself 28 cards. I split the 28 cards between the 2 spectators by cutting at my black key card, in my case the Ace of Spades. The cards are now placed face down. It makes no difference. You guys were tough because it's unusual the way you did it. It doesn't matter what you do, and you were perfectly fine the way you did it. You could go like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, doesn't matter. You must turn the cards face up at this point and stress to the audience that the second person has a choice of red or black cards. You can take red or black. Of course, the combination will always be the same because of the way it's set up. 7 cards from anywhere. And just like they did, he could do 7 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Doesn't matter. All the cards that are left are the cards remaining for me. 2 red, 5 black. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 red, 3 black. 1, 2, 3, 4 red. 1, 2, 3 black. 6 red, 8 black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black cards. Thank you very much. Beautiful, beautiful routine. So easy to do and yet so effective for your audience. Like I said, the DVD is called Card Carnival. I am going to do another routine from the same DVD. But for this one, and this is going to be hard today, and I normally ask for somebody in the audience who's been married a long time. And for those of you who are watching the live feed of this, the audience in front of me, probably the oldest age is 32. I think Aldo and I are the oldest people in the room, to be honest.
I am.
You are the oldest person in the room, yeah. But anyway, I need someone who's been married a long time, or at least a while. Anybody here married? 1, 2. 2. Goodness gracious, 2. I can't use you though, can I? Not really. I can't really use you. What's your name, sir?
Chris.
How long have you been married?
10 years.
Oh, that's not bad. 10 years, that's quite a while. In today's age, I mean, 10 years is quite a success, really, isn't it? Yes. 10 years.
Milestone.
Do you know why I asked for someone who'd been married a long time?
No.
Because this trick requires someone who can follow instructions carefully.
I didn't bring her with me.
Come on up. Come and give me a hand. Give him a round of applause. Chris, being British, we do things in a very proper manner, okay?
Okay.
So you have to follow the instructions exactly as I say.
Okay.
Now, 10 years of marriage, you're kind of halfway there.
Probably.
Yeah, you're doing okay. Don't
ask her that.
Don't touch the deck. Don't touch the deck. Okay. When I say so, you may pick up the deck and you may take the deck and you may start to deal the cards onto the table face down in a nice, neat and tidy manner. Neatness counts.
Okay.
Okay,
You
but not
scare
till I
him.
say so.
Okay.
Thank you. Chris, please pick up the deck. Holding the deck in a face down dealing position. You may now start to deal the cards onto the table face down, neat and tidy, please. Ooh, she taught you well.
She did.
Oh my goodness. Are you watching this, sweetheart? Are you learning something? Look at this, you see. Whenever you feel like it, Chris, whenever you get the urge, please place one of your cards on top of my card. But don't let me influence you in any way, shape or form. It's entirely up to you whenever you feel like it.
Okay.
Beautiful. And you may now place the rest of the cards on top of the deck. And you may now return to your seat.
Okay.
Thank you very much. She taught him well, huh? He's doing very well. Chris, would you be amazed if the one card that you chose from that deck happened to match the card I have here?
I would be amazed.
You'd be amazed. Let's take a little look and see what kind of a job Chris did. And let's see and look at that. I have a feeling he picked exactly the right card. Don't humour me. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking to yourselves, hold on a second, she never showed us the rest of the deck. The cards could all be the same card. It wouldn't be such a big deal, would it? And I have to admit to something, you see, the cards are all the same. But the cards are actually all the Jack of Diamonds, and he picked the only 9 of clubs that matched my 9 of clubs. Here's one of those tricks that I did in a manner that I wanted to do it in a way to show you how not to do a trick, okay? There's a certain amount of subtleties with magic that are important that change a trick from being a good trick into an exceptional trick. This is a beautiful trick, especially for lay people. But there are ways to make it better. I did it in a different way. Here's how you should do it, okay? Here's the secret. First of all, you have a jumbo card. You have a duplicate of that jumbo card. And the little baby card lives inside the big card, okay? There was a ooh from the audience there. And you'll see the little gimmick where your thumb covers the gimmick right there. I then have a one-way forcing deck. All these cards are all the same. Okay. The banter that I have with the spectator is important. This is a one-way forcing deck. You don't want to put a one-way forcing deck in the hands of someone if you can't control that spectator, okay? That's the idea of me being very specific with you. Be careful how long you've been married, follow instructions carefully. I don't want someone up here who is sloppy with the deck. If you fear doing this, instead, just ribbon spread the cards, have someone push a card forward and have the card selected that way. But I like the idea of having it in the spectator's hand. Make sure that you are in control of what he does though, okay? So it's really easy. You give him the deck, you ask him to start dealing cards onto the table, and he starts to deal them in a nice, neat and tidy manner. Doesn't matter, of course, where he stops. He places one card on top of your card. The move is very easy. This thumb comes in. As you come to the vertical, this thumb comes across, the card comes up, and you pull out the card from inside the sleeve. You now have the matching card. Now, here's where I would make a difference in the performance. I say to the people, I know what you're thinking the cards are all the same, and yes, they are all the same. But actually, they're not all the 9 of clubs, they're all the Jack of diamonds. Don't do this. And the reason I say don't do this is because you are not clean here. You have a dirty card underneath, okay? So instead, say to your audience, I know what you're thinking the cards are all the same, and yes, in fact, the cards are all the same. And throw these cards onto the table, and then say the only cards that were different were these 2, therefore ditching that dirty card amongst all the others, and now you're clean, okay? It's called Jumbo Prediction. Thank you very much.
It's okay. This is probably the only regular deck I have tonight. What's your name?
Crystal.
Crystal. Would you like to help me, Crystal? Yeah. Please. Thank you so very much. Please welcome Crystal to the show. Over here. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Nice meeting you. Where are you from, Crystal?
The Cleveland area.
Cleveland area. Do you believe in coincidences?
Yes.
Me too. And there is already a coincidence. Are you scared? Do I scare you? No, I don't. I'm scaring her.
Scare everybody.
I scare everyone. Are you married?
No.
When you are married, treat your husband better than she treats me, okay? Yeah. Do you believe in luck?
Yes.
Wonderful. You are the perfect spectator. I'm going to make a prediction, and you will see that I have one card face up in the middle of the deck. It's the 3 of spades, okay? It's there from the very beginning. This is very, very, very important. I'm going to cut the deck, okay? Beautiful, like this. The 3. Now, I'm going to ask you to say stop while I move my fingers onwards. Anytime you want, you say stop. Here. Now, do you want me to move 1 card further down, 2 cards further down, or it's okay like this?
1 card further down.
No, it's okay. 1 card, okay. Remember, that's it. You changed. Okay, watch. I cut exactly where you stopped me. This is your card. Please show the card to all your friends. I'm not your friend, okay. Please, no, it's okay. Please place the card there on top. And on top, okay, clearly, okay, watch, we cut and so on. We can shuffle again and like this and cut. Please, cut one more time, anywhere you like. Beautiful, okay. My card is still there, face up more or less. In the middle is not anymore in the middle, but my card is still there, watch. I'm going to split the deck into 2, perfectly into 2, 26 and 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Am I correct? Did I do it? It's very bad for me counting. Okay, watch. I'm going to take cards at the same time from each packet until my card will appear. Okay? If my card will not appear, it's a miracle for me too. I have no idea what happened. Okay. Yes, that's my card. Now we shuffle the deck. We cut the deck. You pick 1 card. If this is your card at the same level as my card, but in your packet, if this is your card, would you say it's a good trick?
Yeah.
I would say it's a damn miracle. What's the name of your card?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I'm not my friend.
So any card they produce is good. Yeah, exactly. What was the name of the card?
4 of diamonds.
The 4 of diamonds. Check, please. Yes! it is. Yes, it is. The four of them. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Don't go away. Don't go away. Do you remember I asked you, do you believe in coincidence? And this is the coincidence. I even asked you, do you believe in luck? Wonderful. This is the luck. Yeah. But no. No, I know when you're faking. Luck and coincidence, when they embrace each other, they produce miracles. Watch, one red ace, they're all red cards. One black ace, they're all black cards. One red ace, they're all red cards. And of course, one black, they're all black. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you. I love this trick very much because I don't think you can get more with less. It's the easiest card ever. I'm going further than that by saying that if you cannot do this trick, when you go home tonight, collect every deck of cards you have in your house, make a pile out in the backyard and burn it, and start the collection of soap. In the hotels, they give you the soap for free, so start that collection. That's good for you. No, that's okay. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Very easy trick. I like it very much. It contains 3 very strong effects. It's based on a very old math principle that is called, I don't know. No, it's based on an Oscar Weigel, not Oscar Wilde, Oscar Weigel math principle. Most important, use 52 cards. The deck has to be complete. Remove the joker, but you need 52 cards. You can do with 50 or 48, but I wouldn't do because you have to explain why you use only 50 cards. It's not logical. So if you don't have 52 cards, don't use this effect. And you have all the red cards together with an ace on top and an ace on the bottom. Okay? All the black cards together with an ace on top and an ace on the bottom. It doesn't matter which color is on top. Now, I'm going to explain a couple of things that I use all the time when I do this. 2 folds shuffle, basically. They're not completely folds, the first one, the other one it is. The most important thing is that you have to keep that color separation with the 4 aces on that position. Now, I do it face up. Doing face down is exactly the same thing. And it's very easy. It's called the Ireland shuffle. You take 1 card, and then you take small packets of cards like this. And when you feel by the fingers that you're approaching the middle of the deck, you take single cards like this. And when you feel that you are beyond the middle of the deck, you take small packets of cards until the last one that is taken together. So basically, what did you do? You give the illusion that you shuffle the deck, but basically you simply reverse the colors, keeping the 4 aces in position, okay? That's it. Now, with the cards facing you, you simply reverse the card that is near the 2 aces in the middle and flip it face up between those 2 aces. Okay? Of course, with the faces of the cards towards you. Emphasize that the card is face up, in this case, the Queen of Diamonds. Now, you don't have to force a specific card. You have to force any card from the bottom section. Okay? Now, don't start to say, I move my thumb, say stop anytime you want, because he may say stop now. And I have to strangle the spectator because I cannot do this. Or you in this country, it's not legal. In Italy, it is. Still legal. Mafia. The spectator disappears, and there's the best magic ever. We are very good at that. We are very good at it. So you start to move the thumb downwards. Then you say, while I do this, say stop. So you're passing the middle. I go slowly with this explanation because it's very important, okay? Now, because it's not a force, I ask the spectator, do you want me to move 1 or 2 cards further down? This is the only move of the routine. Watch carefully. Cut at the spectator, stop. Show the card. Place this card here. And this goes on top. Jeez. That's it, okay? Now, you can cut as many times as you want. You can chalier shuffle the deck. Chalier shuffle, you take some cards from the top, some cards from the bottom, like this, watch. It gives the illusion that you're shuffling the card. This is a very strong false shuffle. If you don't know this, it's one of the best things you learn tonight. Take some cards from the top, a few cards from the bottom, go to the top, top to the bottom to the top to the bottom to the top. You don't need to know how many times you do this. You don't need to know how many cards you do this. That's it, okay? Now, you show the cards in the middle. There is the most difficult thing for me to explain. If you remember, I have the 4 aces and then 4 packet of cards. For choreographical reason, it's better if you have under the 4 aces there's almost the same amount of cards. In other words, if you have 24 cards in one and 2 on the other, it's not a big deal. It's not. So you have to cut these face-up cards, more or less 12, 13 cards, either from the top or from the bottom. Now you know right away that there's just 7, 8 cards. So you simply cut small packet of cards from top to bottom. That's it. Now count 26 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. That was Italian, by the way. I could have said any bad words, nobody understood, but it's okay. Now you have 3 miracles with nothing. Simple. Look at, with just a simple cut, you have 3 miracles. Now the first is the coincidence, and milk this as long as you can, because you are the only one who knows. In magic, that's one of the most important thing, in my opinion. You are the only one who knows. In this case, I'm the only one who knows that I have 3 miracles, one after the other. In other words, don't do this, the coincidence, and produce the 4 aces right away. This is the coincidence, pause. To the audience, the effect is over. To the audience, it is over. You say, well, coincidence and luck produce 4 coins like this, 4 aces, stop, milk it, and then you kill them by saying they're all black, all red, all black, and all red. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. This is called Contact Colors. And I don't remember which DVD is.
It's in a separate DVD.
It's in a separate DVD. You
Yeah.
see, she knows everything. She knows everything. Do we have time for a story? Yes, I have a story. You sit down because of the story.
I might as well.
I'm going to do another trick.
I know your
then.
stories.
No, I'm going to do another trick.
Okay.
2 years ago,
Oh no, not this story.
2 years ago, I had a knee replacement, and a week before the operation, and once again, this is a true story, and once again, it's a story that I embarrassed my wife. 1 week before the operation, you have to go to a class, a kind of class, and they tell you exactly what you have to do before and after the operation. And I don't know, you are too young to have a knee. Actually, some of them, they were young.
Injuries,
so
yeah.
that class, it was about 20, 25 people, all to undergo the operation. Older than me, younger than me, and so on. So the doctor said, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that, and so on, and so on, and so on. At one point he said, you cannot have sex for 6 weeks. And then I thought for a moment, but wait a moment, it's a knee. It's a knee. And so I said, excuse me, right away. She said, shut up, right away, shut up. I said, excuse me, why? Wouldn't you? I'm sorry, 6 weeks. At my age, the last time you had sex could be the last time you had sex. So I said, why? And the doctor said, he was embarrassed. I thought nobody ever asked that. He said, well, sir, because you cannot put literally pressure on the knee when you mount. And we are not talking about horses here. And then I said, yes, I understand perfectly, but why don't we change the thing? And he looked at me, puzzled, and he said, yes, it can be done. Are we nuts? Are we not? Please.
Back to magic.
Back to magic. I've never been my mom's favorite. And I'm the only child. But my mom loved magic very much. My mom was a very tough woman. She buried 3 husbands, and 2 of them were just taking a nap. She loved them. My mom was a very funny woman. She was, more or less like this, tall, very small. And one day she said, "Listen, stupid." She used to call me, "Listen, show me that trick that I like very much." And I think that the fact that she liked this trick is because it's very simple to follow. Because the cards are all the same. There is not much to do with this. They're all the same, okay? I'm going to leave 3 here on the table, and the other cards are all blue in this case. I'm going to remove one of these 9s, and I place it in my pocket, and I'm going to replace it with a 9 that has a different color back, is a red back like this, the red among the blue. And if I cut the red card among the blue cards, now all the cards are blue. This is quite amazing, all it seems. I am the only one who thinks so. No, it's okay, it's okay. If I remove another 9 like this and I replace it with a 9 having a green back, and I place the green back among the red ones like this, and now all the cards are red. Having reached so far, it would be a shame to stop, so I'm going to do it.
They're green, not red.
They're green, yes, I'm sorry. They're green, I know. It's to me, they're all the same. Orange. I cut the orange among the green ones like this, and now they're all orange. Okay? Now, the funny thing, if I remove an orange card like this, and I snap my fingers, I still have 4 cards, but now, amazingly, there is 1 card of each color. Orange, green, red, and blue. And they have changed slightly in the face. There are the 4 aces. Thank you. Thank you so very much. I always love packet tricks. I love packet tricks because it is amazing, always amazed me how much magic you can produce with just a few cards. If you think about this, you have apparently 4 blue cards. They change into 4 red. They change into 4 green, 4 orange, 1 of each color, and then the 4 aces. I mean, you cannot do this with a regular deck of cards. It's amazing the amount of magic you can produce. You need 12 cards. This is a very old trick based on an idea by Alex Hemsley and handling by Roy Walton as well. 4 cards. The finale, I use the 4 aces, but you can use 4 kings, 4 queens, 4 jacks, 4 jokers, 4 blank cards, for example, revealing a message, or even 4 cards previously selected, and then maybe you fail to produce them, and you produce them in this way. So the setup is red, green, orange, and blue, the 4 final cards. These are all the same, and I place 2, 2, 2, the same color like this. Take 1, 1, 1, and 1, and then 2, 2, 2, and 2, and that's it, okay? With a Hammond count, I show 7, 9 of diamonds. I don't count them. I just say I have all cards all the same. So I'm going to do these very slowly. 1 and 2 and 3. At the count of 4, I switch the 2 packets like this, okay? So you show all 9. 1, 2, 3. This packet goes a little bit further to the left, okay? So I can grip it with my thumb, and ring finger and right thumb grabs the bottom packet, so basically you switch them. And then you count again the first 3 cards. The order of the cards remains the same. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. But I repeat, don't count them. I said they're all the same. I place 3 cards on the table, and then with an Hemsley count, you show 4 blue cards. Okay, I'm quite sure that everybody knows the Hemsley count, but I can't imagine I need to explain that. Casually, you may show some of 9 of diamonds, always like this, and place these on top and take a break under that card, and then place these on top. Now apparently you take only one card, but really you take two as one, place into the pocket. So every time you have two cards less, and it's easier every time. You place this among the blue one, but really it's second from the bottom. Remember the buckle I did before? You do exactly the same thing. Push with your forefinger, the card buckles here, and the card goes second from the bottom. Why second from the bottom? Thank you for asking. Because if you place it to the bottom and you cut the two red cards to the top, when you eliminate the two cards after, it's going to be an ace. So you have to place the card this way. So when you square, you take a break at the bottom two cards and cut those two cards to the top. And it is quite strong, because when you do an Emsley count, don't show that. You show all the red cards, okay? Once again, you do the same. If you want double lift, two cards as one, exactly the same. Take this, goes to the bottom, second to the bottom, cut it to the top, and now all the cards are green. Once again, double lift if you want. You don't need to do this. You just grab two cards if you want. Exactly the same thing. Second to the bottom, cut the bottom two cards to the top, Emsley count, and now they're all orange. Double lift again, two cards as one. Place them aside, snap your fingers, do a somersault, and you have four cards, which is quite strong, and then you show that you have, in this case, the four aces. The most important thing is that you finish clean. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Yes.
This is a routine called Restless Colours, and it's again another one of those DVDs. It's a single DVD, but it comes with all the necessary cards that are required to do the performance. Thank you. Some of you here may be aware, and certainly some of you watching, that 36 years ago, in 1976, Aldo competed at the World Championships of Magic, the FISM World Championships in Vienna, Austria. He took second place for a phenomenal cups and balls routine, a routine that launched him on his career as a professional magician, a routine that was taken by Louis Ganson and published in Magigram. It was a cups and balls routine by a magician for magicians, a very complicated routine. He rarely performs it these days, and he asked me if I would perform a cups and balls routine, and I said, no way. I've seen your routine, it's way too complicated. I'm not even going to try to compete with that. And he said, no, he said, my routine was by a magician for magicians. Come up with a routine that's for lay people, a routine that can be watched by lay people and be understood very easily. And he said, check through some different routines, take some ideas and add your own ideas to that same thing. He said, I'll even be nice to you and let you use the cups I used in Vienna in 1976. And I said, thank you very much, I'm very honoured. He said, but being Italian, you cannot touch my balls.
It was a huge misunderstanding, by the way.
So at a loss for having any balls to use, this is my version of the cups and balls with no balls. We're waiting for music. There we go. a very visual routine. It's a beautiful routine for lay people to follow. Also, the beauty of this is that it's completely and utterly self-working. The only things that you need to remember is that one ball is loaded in the beginning. In my case, blue surrounding red, surrounding yellow, okay? That's my loaded ball. In the very, very beginning, I have in the bottom cup the blue loaded ball together with a regular red ball, and in the middle cup, a yellow ball. That is the setup. That's all you need. You just follow the routine. I'm not going to go through the whole routine because it's so simple. Beautiful, beautiful routine. We do have a DVD with the explanation on it, but like I said, totally self-working. Anybody can email me and I'll happily send them the routine. I love this effect. At this point in the lecture, we are reaching the end of the lecture, but we'd like to leave you with a little thought.
We have another trick.
You do?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, then I apologise and I shall walk away for a minute. All right. No worries. I'm sorry.
We have a
I'm sorry.
request. We
You
have
had
a request.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
We
Sorry.
have a request.
Okay. Go ahead.
We have a request from my relative. I actually, there is a very difficult thing for me to do because I'm not really sure. I haven't done this trick for a long time, so I'm not sure of the results or of the outcome. So I had two outs, and so. What was your name, sir?
Kyle.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle is not. I mean, in Italy it doesn't exist. Kyle. Colombini. No, it doesn't. Kyle, please. Would you like to help me? Thank you so very much. Please welcome Kyle to the show. Kyle, where are you from?
Columbus.
Columbus.
Yeah.
I've been there once.
You have?
Yes, it was closed. It was closed. No, come on. So then I'm going to... No, I'm kidding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just 8 cards, so I'm not really sure about that. But also this trick scares me because it's entirely in your hands. Basically, I don't have to do anything. You have to flip over a few cards, but you cut the packet, first of all. Cut the packet and complete the cut like this. Yeah, anywhere you like. It doesn't matter like this. Now, I'm going to deal cards 2 at a time, okay? Now, you can tell me deal, and I deal simply like this, or you can tell me flip them over, and I flip them over. Deal or flip and so on, and you can cut one more time if you want and so on. Deal or flip?
Deal.
Deal. Flip.
Deal.
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 Deal. Now, do you want to cut the packet again? No problem at all. Yes. Now, from this side or from the other side? Either way.
From the other side.
From the other side. The deal or cut?
Flip.
Flip.
I would have said
No, I'm sorry. No, I wouldn't. No, I'm sorry.
flip.
Flip.
Deal.
Deal
And flip.
and flip. You want to continue or is okay like this?
That's fine.
It's fine. Now, and pick up the packet, or I can do it, but you can do it. Deal left and right in 2 piles. In 2 piles. Beautiful. Now pick up one of these 2 piles, flip it over and drop it on top of the other. Beautiful. Now, I mean, I didn't do anything. You just did everything. There is only 1 card reversed in the middle of the packet. Watch. And sometimes there are 2. Sometimes there are 2. Damn this! I hate this trick. I always hated this trick. What are the... Oh, no, wait. 3 of diamonds and 3 of hearts. Yeah, no, that's that. 3 of diamonds and 3 of hearts. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. But thank you for your reaction, because this is one of my very favorite tricks. Although, I mean, you see, this is another example, like Rachel was saying before, that the magic doesn't need to be complicated to produce a beautiful effect. This is self-working. You can do, I mean, once I did a couple of things, I can leave the cards to you. I can leave, go out and drink a glass of wine, come back, and the trick is done. I mean, what more can you ask? She said also a very important thing, and I emphasize that is the effect that counts and is not the method. And it's true. The audience pay for what they see, not for what they don't see. Think about that. Personally, if a card trick requires 20 palming and 15 Emsley counts, And I can do the very same effect with a duplicate. You bet I use a duplicate. But not because I'm lazy, not because I don't want to practice. There's nothing to do with that. When you are young like you, and I was like you, and there is nothing wrong with that. Life is in phases. You have to go through that. You like to show this difficult stuff and so on. For example, now they're very common this, you take a deck and you cut them into 55 packet, throw a card around you and grab it with the finger, with the teeth. Yes, great. But it's, when you do walk around situation and for example, you approach a table by doing this, it's annoying. You don't want to do someone. Good evening, sir. I am here. You're a magician for tonight. Get lost. I'm eating. The less you do, the better it is. In other words, for example, take a deck, shuffle the deck, take one card, put it back. Your card is the 5 of hearts. It's a miracle because you haven't even touched the deck. I cannot do that trick, but it would be great. But it would be great. That's the main point. It's when you get in a situation that you are, I don't want to say professional, that you do regularly, you realize that the easier is the better, but you can concentrate on your presentation because the mistake is always there. The most important thing I can tell you, and we say always this in this lecture, and especially this lecture that goes, I don't know where, maybe up to Cincinnati, and it is. It is another thing that I can tell you, and I realize many people tell me, I receive emails every day. What is the best thing to become a magician, to become an entertainer, and so on? And I thought about that. And people say, well, you have to know 2,000 tricks, or you have to do a pass 100 times a minute. And it's not true. It's not true. To me, the most important thing in magic, but not only magic, in your profession, no matter what you are doing, is enthusiasm. Think about that. No one ever thought about that. Enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is contagious. Think about that. If it shows that you like what you do, the people like that. How many times you have seen, not only magician, but any entertainer, good evening. Take a card. Oh, God. You have to be entertaining. I mean, you try to win over. Sometimes, at the end of your performance, the people stand up. Some other times, they slip in front of you. You never know. You never know. Sometimes you win them, and sometimes you can't. It's so strange. But the most important thing, do the best you can. That's it. It's very simple. Work with enthusiasm. First of all, you cannot please everybody. It's impossible, damn it. There is always someone that, for example, tonight, a lot of people maybe like me, a lot of people do not like me. You cannot win. You cannot please everyone. You cannot have everything. Where would you put? Where would you put it? So, but try to do the best you can, and that's the most important thing. One more thing, and then I stop. Be yourself. That's another thing that I cannot emphasize enough, as been said before by the great Dave Vernon and other people. Be yourself. A great magician, a French magician, Robert Houdin, said, and everybody embraced this: a magician is an actor that plays the part of a magician. It doesn't work for me. It's not me. I am like this. Like she said at the beginning, I'm like this before the show, during the show, and after the show. Hey, take me the way I am, or medicate me.
I'm thinking about it.
Yes, but it's true. Be yourself. Be yourself. If you try to be someone else, you will always be a perfect number 2. Think about that. I cannot be Lance Burton. You see, they laugh. Thank God. Thank God. But there is a very important thing. Lance Burton cannot be me. Everybody has a copy, take from other magicians, try to adapt, but put yourself in your act, in your art. That's the most important thing. Love what you do. We do the best thing ever, the best job ever. We like to do what we do. We love to do what we do. And they pay us even if we make a mistake. Sir, is this your car? No. Who cares? Do another trick. Do another trick and enjoy your life. When I had the knee replacement, and there is the reason why I tell this story, if the orthopedic would cut the good knee, that is a big mistake. I would have been rich probably, but that was a big mistake. Is this your car? No, who cares? You're enjoying what you're doing. There are people dying, unfortunately, with disease in the hospital. They don't even have names. And you are there and they pay you for what you love to do. I love magic. Please, you take.
Are you done?
Yes. Actually, that's to me the best part of my lecture.
We'd like to leave you with a little thought. And the other thought is that the most important thing is to remember how you thought about magic when you were this big. Okay? As we go through life, we become slightly jaded. Things happen and we forget the wonder of magic. I wrote this many years ago, not for magic. I wrote it because I write poetry. But I find now it appertains beautifully to magic. Magic and mystery, music and mirth, wizards and witches, heaven and earth, fairy tales and folklore, wishes and dreams. Each day's an adventure, or so childhood seems. And then one day we grow up, the magic starts to fade. There's no time for storytelling, and sunshine turns to shade. Hold tight to the magic, take it with you every day, and then you'll never lose the feeling that your childhood is here to stay. Aldo Colombini.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for staying with us. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys here.
Thank
By the
you.
paper crane, magic and penguin life. God bless. Take care.
Thank you very much.
Merry Christmas.